Welcome back. We'll continue our look at the state of the nation from a different perspective this time. We're being joined by another legal practitioner and chairman editorial board of the National Daily, Mr. Chris Akiri. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
Before you came, we had Professor Oyebode here, and he painted a dire picture of Nigeria in the tomorrow. What's your take?
Well, that picture, yes, I think I dance along with him. Although it's always good to entertain certain optimism about one's own country, so that you can become one of the patriots of that country. But from the look of things, it does appear that so many things have gone awry, which need to be corrected. But I believe that Nigeria is not beyond redemption if we decided, and I'm using that word in the past tense advisedly, if we decided to channel, canalize our thoughts, our actions, political, religious, socio-economic, in a more positive channel, we might dance at the end of the day. But I have not seen anything like that for now. Maybe in the future, yes, but not now.
You mean from the political calculations that we've been saying? I mean, here we are, it's 2014, we're looking ahead to 2015. Our leaders are promising, of course, heaven on earth again.
Yes.
It's, but in your own assessment, from what you've seen so far, if you string everything together,
yes,
would you say that, compared to where we're coming from, say, 20 years ago, we've made a lot more progress than where we used to be?
No, you see, the problem I have is that in those days when I was a young person, I thought I had this wonderful worldview about Nigeria, and I thought things were going to be wonderful. That was those were the days when we had true nationalists, true patriots.
Did we ever have true nationalists?
Did we have what?
True nationalists.
Yes, as at that time we had true nationalists who fought for the political manumission of this country. They fought the British to a standstill, and we got our independence. We got manumitted from the yoke of British imperialism on a platter of gold through the instrumentality of the efforts of these people that I called nationalists. And now, as at that time, Nigeria was wonderful. Nobody knew whether the other person was, an adherent of that religion or of this religion, or belonged to that tribe or this tribe. Nobody knew that at that time. We all lived happily together, and that was when Nigeria was truly, the giant of Africa, because we epitomized everything that was good socio-politically. The socio-political milieu, as at that time, was infinitely better than we have today. So that's my problem.
What do you think was the problem? How did we get to where we are?
Yes, incidentally. And that's almost like reviewing my opinion about those people that I described as true nationalists, true patriots. It's like a review of my own position on them. That is to say, these same people made certain incendiary statements or conceived policies that tended to make Nigeria a divided country, each one trying to say things that favored his own tribe. And so we had tribes. We now started having tribes, So at the end of the day, Nigerians started becoming aware of the fact that they belong to different tribes. As at that time, we never knew we belonged to certain tribes. But when politicians started to play politics with our lives, you know, people started to realize that, after all, I'm a member of this tribe. I'm not a member of that tribe. So whatever I do must subserve the interest of my own tribe. And that's where the problem started. Today, tribalism has become an ogre. And when you see that one in conjunction with religious problems, then you know we have serious problems in this country. And that's my headache. When you take a look at politics, ethnic politics, you combine that one with religious, affinities.
Politics.
Yes, then there's a big problem. Where are we going from here? I don't know. If you wanted to ask me, where are we going from there? Because it has become an ogre. You know, it has become so disturbing.
But is there any political party that is immune? I mean, I was just asking Prof whether, much as, yes, a lot of Nigerians are saying it's about performance. He says that he believes that the cry is louder, that now it's about religion. So
yes.
I was asking if the opposition party, for instance,
yes.
hasn't missed an opportunity to make a statement about, it being about competence, and it being about people who know how to do the job, not about religion. It was saying that religion also came into the mix for them.
Yes. You see, all the political parties in Nigeria, if you now ask me, I will tell you that, all the political parties are 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. But it's just that this particular administration, and I talk like this because I'm almost apolitical. Although Aristotle said every person is a political animal. Yes, so that is the sense in which I could say I'm a politician. Otherwise, I'm almost entirely apolitical.
I look at things non-partisan.
Yes, I'm not partisan, but now all the political parties in this country are 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, except that where you have 2 alternatives, 2 tempting alternatives, then you are bound to choose one of the alternatives. And that's why I would want to plump for this current administration for so many reasons. It's like in this administration, it's like you don't have religious divides, and that's a major thing. You don't have religious divides. We are all going on as if we're now one nation after all, except that people who want to stir the peaceful water, are there. Otherwise, this particular administration has shown. Take a look at it. From all the heads of state, Nigerian heads of state, in Nigeria's contemporary history, every time each head of state comes, you will see what we call executive murders of high-profile people, and so on and so forth. You want to count? Take a look at all of them, right from the time of IBB.
What has that got to do with religion?
What
has that got to do with religion? Because you say that
yes.
you're rooting for this administration.
Yes.
Because it would seem that we're all one.
Yes.
And it doesn't really matter where you're from.
Yes.
But even they have also been conscious in terms of how they've positioned their political candidates. So even though the president did say that in this country we don't have southern Nigeria.
Yes.
We have been conscious to ensure that if we have a northern president, his vice president comes from the south.
Yes.
If we have a president from the south, his vice president comes from the north.
Yes.
If we have a Christian as leader, his vice must be a Muslim.
Yes.
So how do we say that these kinds of things do not play up these divisions?
You see, what we have in Nigeria today, which is our own headache, which is causing the headache for us, is an admixture of religion and politics. That must be very clear. Even the Boko Haram we are having today, there is an admixture of politics, there's an admixture of religion in it. So everything is either religion or politics. And why I was talking of this administration is this. You know, we are saying all political parties are 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. I said that one earlier. Now, but that this particular administration, one major reason I plumb for it is what I was just trying to tell you. Starting from the time of IBB, for example, when executive murder started with this Pase bomb of Delegiwa's death. Now, after that one, then we had an Abacha, and 1,001 people were killed. Now, then after that, we had Abdul Salam Abubakar. Abiola died. Then after that, we had General Basanjo. Then countless people went to their timely graves, you know, beginning with Bola Ige and so on. Then with this administration, which started with Yaradua, and then now Jonathan, we've never had that type of, and I love that type of thing. That's one country. You see, everything is not money, 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 money. I want peace and freedom. You see, so if you ask me, this I would like to say that the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. That's my position.